Durme, durme, querido hijico, durme, durme, sin ansia ni dolor.
With a sultry voice and a powerful soul, singer-songwriter Noam Vazana is belting out tunes and breathing new life into a dying language.
For me, it's also a journey to my roots, but the rediscovery has been amazing. So I feel like I have also some kind of obligation to help it thrive and make it more relevant today, especially with the young generation.
The Israeli-born, Amsterdam-based singer, pianist, and trombone player has come out with the first original Ladino pop album. And reclaiming her birthright as the Sephardic Jewish language was culturally passed down from woman to woman over centuries.
The women would speak between themselves in Ladino about recipes, about unattained love, because marriage was arranged back then. All this passion and lust had to manifest itself somewhere.
Noam's creative inspiration for her new album of original songs in Judeo-Spanish came from what she calls a destined moment while visiting her grandmother's hometown of Fez, Morocco, after a performance at a local jazz festival.
I was walking down the streets in the Medina, the old city, and I heard people singing on the streets. They sang a song that my grandmother sang to me as a child. So it was a flashback moment, and I had to reflect back and think, what are these memories? What do they represent for me? And it took a year before I realized that I wanted to make an album.
So she studied the Ladino language with a Dutch professor, and she's not alone.
This is one of our productions, music from Morocco.
Ladino professor Edwin Sarosi heads the Jewish Music Research Center at Hebrew University and has seen a resurgence of young people wanting to learn the language.
The word Ladino comes in the context of the translations of the sacred scriptures into Latin, that is to say, into modern Romance language, into Spanish.
But what many don't realize is that the Jews of medieval Spain spoke Arabic, not Ladino. Professor Sarosi says Ladino developed as a language of survival across North Africa and the Ottoman Empire after the Jews were expelled during the Inquisition.
The Judeo-Spanish that was created after the expulsion, as I said, has these two features. One is a mix of several dialects of Romance languages, and the second one is the adoption of a lot of words from the language of the area in which they settle.
And same with the sound and style of music using different instruments popular in different regions of the diaspora. But unlike other artists of today sticking to traditional songs written hundreds of years ago, Noam is striking a chord with young audiences.
When people talk about inspiration, I don't think it's inspiration. I think it's just the connection, when it flows through you and you kind of hurry up to catch the song before it goes away.
Emily Francis, I-24 News.